Hi, this is Ann from Baldwin. We're doing techniques two ways, and I'm going to show you a basic method of encasing. I have made a very simple white bead, which I have rolled in frit and done a little bit of melting that frit in. Now I'm going to take my clear rod. Sorry about that, it's thermal shocking on me. Before I use clear, I clean the rods. In my studio, I clean them with a spray bottle of alcohol on a rag, and I make sure that I always put the spray bottle of alcohol far away from the torch because alcohol vapors are flammable. That keeps it nice and clear. When I start with a cut rod, there is usually a little bit of scum at the ends from the cut. So I'm going to just wipe that end off on the end of my rod. It's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to stay there so that I have a nice clear glob of glass, gather of glass to encase with. I'm doing what's called the swipe method. And what I'm going to be doing is swiping the glass back and forth from hole to hole, like this. You got to be careful that you don't get it on the mandrel. I just have it up on the top of the glass. I'll spread it out a little bit by rolling it on the marver. And I swipe it in different directions. The first time I swipe from right to left. That's most comfortable for me because I'm right-handed. But the second time I swipe, I'm going to swipe from left to right. This is because where you lay it down, it's usually a little bit thicker. That will keep it more evenly balanced all the way around. And I just go back and forth. Sometimes I get confused which one I did last, and that's perfectly okay. It doesn't make a huge deal of difference. And I will swipe from right to left, roll it so that I get a nice even thickness, and now I'm going to do a swipe from left to right, keeping it just above or just below the flame to keep it nice and warm so we don't crack the bead. And I'm going to swipe from left to right. Again, be really careful. You only want to do it up to the shoulder of the glass because you don't want to get that glass down on the mandrel or you will have a sharp edge at the hole of your bead. One more swipe I think will do it, and then I'm going to show you how we kind of take care of those little indentations where one swipe meets the next. Swipe it on. You really push down when you swipe, kind of like you're frosting a cake, or I like to say wiping a baby's butt. So now I've got my clear glass going all the way around the bead, but as you can see there's little indentations where one swipe meets another. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill in those indentations with a little dot of glass to kind of make more of an even surface. So it's kind of evenly distributed. One side and then the other. That one didn't need much. That one needs a little bit more. Getting it even. So you just put a little clear glass on those divots. Now, it'll look kind of like this. I'm going to get them all starting to adhere and melt in by turning the bead in the center of the flame, but then I'm going to do something different. I am going to bring the bead so that I am concentrating the heat on the edges of the bead. The reason I do this is, and you'll see, that glass is now moving down towards the hole. What happens with glass is glass will travel towards the heat. So if I am got the bead in the top half of the heat of the flame, that glass will start moving towards that heat. I am talking and not paying as close attention as I should, so it's gotten a little bit wonky, but by slow, even rotation, giving it little shots of heat so that the glass will continue to move, I can usually even that out. I will sometimes turn one way and then the other. Yep, looks like we've got a pretty nice round bead. And there is a beautifully encased bead using the swipe method. Back